Hey everybody. Well, we should be live here with Maggie, I hope. Although we're still working out the kinks in this new streaming method. So we'll see how that all works. Give me 1 second here to get myself together a little more. If I can. Here we go. See if we got a chance to... Well... I'm trying, folks. I'm trying. All right, there we go. All right, that's probably as good as I'm going to get as far as I go. Oh, I got to turn my sound down too, otherwise. There we go. Okay. All right, now we're rolling. Let's go see some kittens. Wow. Okay. Rough start, as always. That's the new normal, I guess. Rough start for us. Anyway, let's get some kittens out here. I was just waiting to open the door until we could start streaming, because they definitely need some time out of the room. So let's prop this door open as best we can. We got one that ran right out. That looks like Rotterdam. Hi, Roddy. And, of course, Mom Port. So, lots of news to catch up on. I know it's been a while since we did a close-up. Here we go. We got another kitten coming out here. This is Antwerp. Sorry about the amount of time it's been, by the way. That's Halifax there. And here is Rio with some fuzz in his mouth. Come on, buddy. You don't need that. Hi. So like I was saying, it's been a little while since we've done a close-up because my excuse is because DJ's been on vacation and I wanted to spend some time with her. We don't get to do that too often, especially not, just all day long like that. So it was really fun for me. And one of the things that we let slide during that time was the close-ups. So my apologies for that, but we're back and hopefully I should be able to get back to work on trying to make these close-ups look right too, which we're still kind of working on today. I tried a different technique for getting started, which actually went a little better than they were going last week, but still some work to do. So what else? Let's see, lots and lots of news over the last week, I guess. First off, the biggest news is that today, of course, is Millet's surgery, Millet's pectus excavatum surgery. He's already at the vet, although I don't think they're going to do anything with him until this afternoon. So he's just waiting around there for his surgery. This is Puget. Hi, little Puget. Are you all clean now? Puget had a little bit of a poo jet incident. I had to help him out with some wet wipes, and then his mom and he both spent some time finishing up after I started the cleaning. Just a little bit of an incident this morning, but I think it all came out okay in the end, no pun intended. Hi, Pugie. Hi. You are such a floofer. DJ's always so amused by how thin his neck looks because of all of his floof, and it's kind of an optical illusion. But he's got so much floof. He's definitely going to be a long-haired cat, and so is Rotterdam. But I think they're the only two out of the group that are going to be long-haired. I think all the rest are going to be short-haired. So, this morning, after I got back from the vet... Oh, hi, Eddie. That's Eddie back there. This morning, after I got back from the vet, not only did I have to clean up Puget, but on top of that, Rio, Sid, and Bombay had all three taken their collars off. And let me tell you, I'm still not 100% convinced that I've got them all back on the right kittens. It's tricky. It's tricky, especially those three. Like, if you could choose which kittens were going to lose their collars, you'd pick like, oh, well, let's have Rotterdam. He's very easy to identify. or Puget for that matter. The only long hair is not Rotterdam, very easy. But Sid and Rio in particular are very difficult to distinguish. I'm sorry, I mean Sid and Bombay. Very difficult to distinguish from each other, and Rio's only just a tiny bit easier. So when it comes to confidence in that I've gotten the right kittens, I'm pretty sure Rio is still Rio, but I'm not 100% on Sid and Bombay, although I'm also using their personalities to help inform, and they do have slightly different personalities that I think are helping. If you wonder what Rio's looking at, by the way, there's a balloon here, and it's attached to this feather, and that's been a real fun toy for everybody. As you can see, it makes the feather not quite neutrally buoyant, but very light, ready to bounce around a bit. Rio seems like he wants the balloon, though. Rotterdam, show us your cute face again. I feel like there is just so much more that I wanted to talk to you guys about over the course of the last week, but of course I get started on the close-up and it all just goes out the window. My brain can't really hold two things in it at once. Filming this takes up pretty much all my capacity, and then I've got nothing left to remember all the things I wanted to talk to you about. I'm sure it will come to me over time, though. Corn and flour are still here, as you probably know. You can see them on the regular Kitten Academy live stream right now. And they are going to their adopters on Saturday after mailbag, sometime shortly after noon. Corn and flour will be going. So I'm going to miss them quite a bit. They've been really sweet here. And then, as some people have mentioned here in the chat, Dawes contacted me to say that they have plans for a new mom cat to arrive on Saturday, Saturday evening in that case. Pretty late, actually. But at least right now, that's the plan, that Saturday, flour and corn will go to their adopters. Millet, of course, is going to be here for at least a couple more months. And then Saturday night, we're going to have a new mom cat in theory. Again, now these things, there's a lot of variables that go into bringing a mom cat here, and sometimes they don't manage to get here. Sometimes they deliver their babies and end up going somewhere else, or turn out not to have been pregnant after all, or any number of things that happens all the time. So you never want to count your mom cats before they hatch. But at least right now, the plan is for there to be a new mom coming in on Saturday night. And boy, is she pretty. She's a Dilute Tortie. Not Dilute Tortie. No, that's the wrong thing. A Dilute Tuxie. Sort of like Maggie, except short hair, not long hair. So picture gray and white, like Maggie, but short hair. And that's the one that we're looking for. But like I said, she may or may not actually end up being the one that comes. And it may or may not actually end up being Saturday night. It's exciting, though. I'm excited anyway. Flower was playing with that ball, but as soon as I point the camera over there, of course, she's not Flower, Corn. She's got, Port. Oh, boy, these names. What was I saying about my brain power not being there? I know, buddy. Don't make fun of me, Puget. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll actually get some girl kittens this time. Melissa, that's a good question about how long will Millet stay at the vet post-surgery. We don't know for sure, but the plan is at least until Thursday. So Millet won't be back today, no matter what, but might be back tomorrow. And could be Friday, but I think it's going to be tomorrow. And we really don't know anything more about Millet's, anything yet, because they haven't done anything yet, but I'll be sure to let everybody know as we find out more, both on the Discord and on our Twitter. And probably if there's any news, Lisa will share it on the Facebook page as well. Rotterdam still has a little bit of his spot on his shoulder. That's really lasted a long time. He must not be cleaning that area too well. Or else his mom isn't. Philly, I believe that after Millet's surgery, at least at first, we're going to have to take a lot of care to make sure that he doesn't get bothered too much by anybody. So he's definitely not going to be integrated with the oranges right away. And my guess is that's probably something that we'll have to maintain throughout. So he may not ever be integrated with them, but we've already started trying to get him to visit with them and sort of be friends. And it's a mixed bag. Like if I'm giving them all treats together, he does fine. Or if I'm playing real hard with them together, he does fine. But the minute I leave them alone, he gets a little sort of angry at him. I don't even know if it's all anger or if he's trying to play but just being too rough. But there's a lot of hissing and it's not going too well. So it's manageable. And I think over time we would get them acclimated to each other. But so far we're not quite there yet. So we're working on it. It takes some time. Oh, yeah, so questions about adoption. Are the Kittenson port adopted yet? So they're certainly not adopted yet. But my plan for today or tomorrow, my I guess probably the most important thing I have to get done, well, second most, we'll get to that, but one of the very important things on my schedule is getting a new photo shoot done for these kids, getting a new blog post up, and at the same time opening the applications for them, so DAWs can start to decide on their adopters. And that's pretty exciting. So that will probably happen in the next day or two, if I can manage it. Then, of course, the number one thing that it really has to get done no matter what is we've got to clean the annex to bring in the new mom cat on Saturday, at least to be ready for her. So those are the things that I'm going to be working on with a high priority this week. Getting the annex all cleaned and set up. I've already sterilized it. I've already washed the rugs, so we're partway there. And then getting a photo shoot with these kids and opening up the applications for them on our website, which our website, of course, is kitten.academy. And there's already quite a few good photos there if you want to check them out. This guy, look at him. He's completely tangled up in this thing now. This is why we don't leave this kind of stuff out for kittens unsupervised. Sid's just wrapped up in this thing. Sid, you got it everywhere. You got it everywhere. Can I help get you out of this a little bit, buddy? Come on. You're wearing a balloon so that it goes all the way around him, and it's around this other paw too. And he's just trying to fight me because he doesn't know this isn't just a game. There we go. You missed it, Hal. It was a nice try. Completely missed what you were aiming for. Kittens this age aren't very good at telling how far away things are either, so he probably doesn't realize that he can't quite reach the balloon. It's all the way up there. You'll see them try to hit the ceiling fan too by waving their paws in the air sometimes. There's no ceiling fan in here, but when they go like upstairs and the ceiling fan's on, they're highly entertained by it and don't realize that they can't reach it. They learn that stuff pretty quickly, though. Oh, hi. I guess I've labeled you correctly, Rio. And Bombay, too, who I don't think we've even seen yet. That reminds me, I was going to tell you some stuff that we've started to notice about their personalities a little bit, especially Bombay, because so far, Bombay sort of seems to be the loner. There he is. Is that him? No. Is that Puget? It looks like Puget because it's too floofy to be Bombay. Anyway, Bombay kind of seems to be the loner so far in that he's the one that's most likely to be off doing his own thing. Although, you know, he still loves to be petted and snuggled with and purrs and all that kind of stuff because all these kids are super social. But as far as the range of this group goes. But the coolest stuff so far that I've noticed about Bombay, first off, is he's not very treat motivated. All these other kids are very food motivated. They'll do anything for their treats. And they'll just eat as much of the treats as we'll give them. Hi, Rio. But Bombay, on the other hand, just has a little bit of the treats. He likes the treats, but when he's had enough, he's like, I'm done. I got more important stuff to do, and he goes off and does other stuff, even if we're still feeding everybody else treats. So that's pretty unique for a kitten this size. Let's go find him. He's got to still be back in the room, right? Somewhere. Bombay? There he is. He's taking a nap, I guess. All worn out. He's definitely doing his own thing right now. Hi, Bombay. Did we wake you up? Like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure this is him. I spent a long time looking at everybody and deciding. Of course, now I'm looking again. I'm like, I don't know so much. I guess I do know so much. Anyway, the most interesting thing about Bombay, though, is the vacuum cleaner. I don't know if you guys have watched me vacuum the room the last week. You know, it usually turns up at least a little bit on the stream. And I've vacuumed the room 2 or 3 times now, and when I do, wherever Bombay is, he comes running into the room to see the vacuum cleaner. And he gets right up close to it and he doesn't attack it as such, but he's very, very interested in the vacuum cleaner, which is crazy because all the other kittens, you know, run away or at least go away, even if they're not scared. They don't want to be around it. So it's craziness. He's a really unique little kitty that has no fear for the vacuum whatsoever. In fact, a lot of interest. And right now, he seems like he's on the sleeping schedule, a little bit offset from the others. That keeps happening. It's usually Sydney that is napping when everybody else is playing, or playing when everybody else is napping. It would almost make me wonder if I got them labeled wrong, but Bombay's the easiest one to tell, because of those 3 that lost their collars this morning, Bombay's the most distinct with the least amount of white. It's Sid and Rio that are hard to tell apart. Now I don't even know what I'm saying. Am I right about that? I'm confused. The kids are confused. But yes, I can just go and that's one of the things I said when I was trying to figure out who was who. I was like, well, I could vacuum the room, and whoever sticks around, it's got to be Bombay, or whoever comes running in. That one makes that one easy. But Sid and Rio are pretty tricky to tell apart by personality alone, since they're both so kind of clingy, and they both want to be around me all the time. What do you guys think? Do you think that's Bombay? Think we got him right? I think we do. Yeah, Rio actually hasn't climbed onto my head lately. I think he's already grown out of that phase. Thank goodness, because he just keeps getting heavier, you know? Hi, Port. Mom's come in to see what we're doing. She's talking so much. Can you hear her? Oh, of course she stops. I've been working a lot with her being so sort of hand shy, I guess. You know, she doesn't want to be picked up very much. And now I've gotten her to the point where I can pick her up and hold her like a baby for a while before she starts to get squirmy, which is really nice. So that's good progress. We've also discovered that as much as she can be weird about being petted sometimes, she seems to really like being brushed. So if you get out the brush, she doesn't seem to have any kind of trouble with that. So that's good too. Of course, she's crazy sweet and playful and wonderful, and there's just never enough good that you can say about Port. She's just an awesome mom. Let's throw a ball for her. You want to go get a ball for us? You ready? Oh, I had the camera aimed the wrong way, though. Oh, and the kids got there first. Well, we tried. We can always throw another ball for her if we can find one. There's got to be plenty. Oh, and this bird that came in the mailbag over the weekend is something else that she's been enjoying quite a bit. It makes some noise. Oh, it's wet because she's been carrying it around all morning. I'm going to wring this out before we throw it. Yeah, I did. I saw the question about the automatic litter boxes. Sorry, I didn't respond to that. I meant to, but I got distracted, as I always do. It's a good question. We do not use any automatic litter boxes. They're just too, at least, you know, I haven't used one in a million years now, but I probably wouldn't either. They're too fiddly, and we go through too much litter with too many cats. Most of them probably really good for somebody that just has one cat in their house, or maybe even two. But not so great for somebody like us that's just got tons of cats and always new ones coming and going. You got to sterilize the litter boxes after every class or clean them up. That's why we used disposable litter boxes for such a long time, and they're wonderful. It was such an easy thing to do because then when a class would graduate, we could just throw the litter box out and pull a new one. Very cheap, and I loved it. The trouble, of course, is that the Nature's Miracle litter boxes that we used to use for the disposable litter boxes that were so nice, they changed their manufacturing. They're not so nice anymore. They're probably still okay, but they just don't last the way that they had. And so we stopped using them. That and a bunch of other issues. And too, I talked about it once. I think I even titled the video after Nature's Miracle, so you can search for it if you want. But the bottom line is that we switched from using disposable litter boxes now back to using plain old big plastic ones, which I like, but it just means we got to wash them after the classes. She's just going to carry that thing around now. Too cute. Oh, sorry. I hit a button on my camera. I don't know if that's going to come through on the stream or not. Oh, please stop saying things to me, camera. Okay, there we go. I guess it didn't come through on the stream. Good. She's all the way over there now with it. Let's see if we can go over there. Oh. What do you got there, Port? Big eyes, oh yeah. Rio's gonna come in and steal the bird. Yeah, the worst thing about the automatic litter boxes, of course, is trying to figure out how you can get it truly clean. And I imagine it's difficult for all of them, but even without that, you know, just having one that's got the capacity and everything else that we need, I've never heard of one that would do the job. So yeah, so the bottom line is we don't use them, but they're probably great for people that, like I said, only have a cat or two to worry about. Buddy, you decided to come out and play, huh, Bombay? This is Bombay again. I mean, assuming that we got the callers correct after the little incident this morning. Oh, I think we did, though. Everything seems to add up so far. This one is Rio. I think he wants to go outside, but they haven't figured out how to work the door yet, and I haven't opened it for them yet this morning. But I'll probably open it after the close-up. So that's Sid over there, the other one that had the collar issue this morning. Oh, Sid. I love homemaking. It's funny that you mentioned stainless steel because as we were looking for a non-disposable litter box, one of the options that we pursued is a stainless steel litter box. I've put it in my office. It's the litter box in my office now, and I do not like it. I don't think the cats particularly like it. Stainless steel, of course, is very easy to keep clean and it lasts forever, so it's got those things going for it. But other than that, I'm not a fan, honestly. And like I said, I don't think the cats are either. And the price of it is ridiculous. Of course, you're probably right that a steam table container would be a little bit more cost effective. The stainless steel litter box that's sold as a litter box was a little overpriced in my opinion. Anyway, we tried it, and stainless steel just doesn't seem like the thing. But the one that we really like so far are the Cat-It brand. It's C-A-T-I-T, Cat-It, which you may know because they are the same ones that make the ball tracks and the same ones that make the cat fountains that we use. They make a lot of really nice stuff. And they have a jumbo-sized covered litter box with a door on it. And that's the one that we've standardized on for now. We've got a whole bunch of them. We take the door off because getting the kittens to learn to use a door is a whole other project, but we leave the top on, which is a nice change, I think, a nice improvement. I think a lot of people like to have a covered litter box, and at least we're starting to teach the kittens about the covered part, even if we're not teaching them about the door part yet. So it's the Cat-It brand ones that we're using, the really big ones that they sell. And I like them. I think they're good. Yeah, a big storage tote from Andrea Chu and the Twinnemans. That's also a great idea, is to use a big plastic storage tote. It doesn't have to be sold as a litter box to make a good litter box, does it? Port has a funny way of begging, by the way. She does this exact same thing if you have food that she wants. She tries to paw it. She tries to touch it with her paw or touch you with her paw so that she knows that you know that she wants it. This is exactly how she begs for food. It's adorable. And she is a real foodie too. She's always, whenever I have food, she always wants to know what it is and she always wants to see if she can try it. But she's a lot more polite than, say, Truffle, that would just push you away to get in there and eat it. She always asks, which is a nice thing. She doesn't stop asking, though. Sometimes, like, you might have to put her away to eat in peace, because if it's something she likes, especially if it's like chicken, she'll just keep asking. She'll eat it and then immediately be like, more, please. And she won't stop at that. But at least she doesn't just, like push you out of the way to grab it like Truffle would. And now she's going to take the long mouse. All right. Did you find a new toy, Port? I haven't seen her play with the long mouse before, but now that I got her attention with it, I guess she's going to like that one too. She's so easy. She just loves her toys and her play, playing with the kids, playing with the toys. Flower does too, by the way. Flower and Corn spend so much of their time wrestling. It's just going to be craziness for their adopter. It's going to be great, though. I'm so glad that Flower and Corn are getting adopted together, and we'll have each other to play with just indefinitely, because they both do love to play. And I would show you guys Flower and Corn, but I'm pretty sure if we try to go upstairs and see them, we're going to break the video, maybe. Maybe we should try it anyway, though. How long have we been going here? It doesn't say on my screen. That's one thing I've got to remember to do with this new way of doing the live stream. I've got to remember to check the time when I start because it doesn't tell me how long we've been going. I see it's been about 30 minutes though, so. Well, we might as well try to go upstairs and see Corn and Flower for 2 seconds, but we're not going to be able to let them out of the room because I'm not going to try to put these kids back up, but we'll do it. So just to recap before we go upstairs and try it though, first off, sorry that we've been absent from the close-ups for a week. But of course, you can always tune into the Kitten Academy live stream. And that's going now and has been going for the last week. But we haven't done close-ups because TJ's been on vacation. I use that as a big excuse to just hang out with her and do the bare minimum amount of work for the last week myself. Then the other news, of course, today is Millet's big day. Millet's at the surgery now, but probably not actually getting his surgery until this afternoon, and we'll let you know how it goes. And, oh, that's right. Then the other big news, we're about to go up and see Corn and Flower, fingers crossed, and they are getting adopted on Saturday. And at least right now, the plan is for a new mom cat to come in on Saturday as well. It's all very exciting. And that may or may not happen, but that's the plan. So let's go upstairs and see if we can find Corn and Flower for just a second to say hello to them. And if you want to keep watching these kittens, you can tune into the regular Kitten Academy live stream. In fact, let me open this door and try to turn the camera to point this direction on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. And then you guys can watch these kittens even when this ends. There we go. There's our little camera pointed right out this way. Should be good enough for now. I'll adjust it after we finish this stream. Let's go upstairs. Now, just a warning, of course, we're still having issues with this particular camera reconnecting to the network if it decides to roam. So if you lose it, hopefully it'll be back in a couple seconds, or maybe we'll just be done, in which case, thank you so much for watching. Oh, Puget's so pretty. Puget, how are we supposed to leave when you're being so beautiful here in the sun on the cat tree? Looking very good. All right, let's go upstairs and try to see them. Ah, now it looks like we're back. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Always a rough transition with this thing. All right, good. So this is Corn. He was just hanging out in the pod with his mom. And Corn's been a real talker lately. Every chance he gets, he does his little meow. Just one, usually, just a little meow to get your attention. Also, I got to tell you, this morning, Corn, they were all in the spa overnight in the master bedroom with us. And because Millet wasn't allowed to eat, none of them were allowed to eat. So this morning, they were all real hungry. And Corn decided to get my attention to let me know how hungry he was by coming up. And first he mewed at me like he does. And then he started grooming my eyebrows. And he was licking my eyebrows. And then he was doing that thing that cats do to, where they groom with their mouth. They sort of bite just a little and pull on the hairs like this. And he's doing that to my eyebrow. It was adorable. And then Corn thought that he would try to nurse on my ear for a second, but he immediately realized that it didn't taste like milk, it tasted like earwax, so that didn't last too long. But he's very cute. So Corn had quite a way of trying to let me know that he wanted to be fed this morning. he loves his mom. These two are just going to be the best pair together. I'm so happy. Yeah. You just do a lot of talking these days, Corn. I love it. I love the way you talk, buddy. It's very sweet. Of course, Mom's still wearing the secret agent suit because, as you remember, she was a real power washer for her kittens. And she's the same way for herself. Now that she's got those sutures in, all she wants to do is clean them and pull on them and try to take them out because they don't belong. So she's going to have to wear the suit until she's ready to go. On Friday, we'll probably try to take the sutures out. Anyway, we've gone on long enough. I would love to keep going with this all day, and I definitely owe you guys quite a bit, but we'll try to make it up tomorrow. I do have plenty of stuff to get done. So, if you want to keep watching these kittens and those kittens and all the kittens, you can tune into the Kitten Academy live stream here on YouTube any old time. And I'll try to keep some of the kittens on the camera, even though they're out running around the house. And we'll try to do another close-up tomorrow. It really all depends on the timing of everything and when we have to go pick up Millet and all that kind of stuff. But I will keep you informed one way or the other. Both on Discord and on our Twitter. And if we're lucky and if I'm responsible and get things done the way I ought to, we'll have a new blog post on our website very soon with the oranges, and we'll open up the adoptions for them on our website. So check that out. Kitten.academy is the website. And that's it. We'll see you guys later on. Say goodbye, Corn. You say goodbye to everybody? You done talking? Okay, that'll work.